Good morning and welcome to day 77. I'll make this short because I've already got a late start due to laziness, I think mostly. But I'm at John's Creek Shelter, I think it's called. It's only a mile from the McAfee Knob parking lot. So I got dropped off yesterday by my family. Thank you. It was fun. Got lots of food and got a hotel and went and traveled and saw the natural bridges, state park. It was really fun and restful. So, but yeah, I kind of slept in a bit. Um, but I've enjoyed my stay here. I like that there was a couple shelters on the way here, and I had to sort of duck in here before the storm. It's gonna rain anytime basically, but I made it in, and I set up my tent in time. Basically, I didn't get wet, and it wasn't that bad. It rained mostly overnight. There were definitely thunderstorms. Kind of kept me awake a little bit. You could see the flashes of light through my closed eyes. I could see some of the close lightning here. A little bit of excitement. And then there was also a deer that was wandering. I'll switch it back here. It was wandering up in the woods here, and you could kind of tell that it's a bigger animal than a squirrel. Most of the time, you hear leaves rustling, and it's squirrels or chipmunks or even birds. But this one was a big animal, so I thought, oh, maybe it's a bear. I think the next shelter up has had bear problems recently, so I was a little bit concerned. But yeah, I got out of my tent and then looked, and oh, it's just a big deer there, a big tame deer, and he didn't really care what I was doing. Anyway, but yeah, today it's interesting. The mileage is kind of choose your own adventure. There's one that's like 9 miles, not one shelter that's 9.5 miles away, I want to say, and then one that's a town that's 18 mile over 18 miles. But since I got a late start, I don't know how much I can do, but it would be nice to get into the town. I do need to re-upload some videos too. Unfortunately, there were some weird edits or accidental things that happen, like slow motion or I don't know, some weird stuff that I accidentally hit some wrong buttons in the video. So I got to get those re-uploaded. It would be good to push for the hotel, although I would get into the hotel maybe later and not be able to enjoy it as much. But maybe sleep in some tomorrow. I don't know. But 18 miles, it looks like it might be doable. So we'll see how I'm feeling and just go from there, I think. But I think the important thing is to, well, let's get started first. And yeah, let's go from there. Anyway, onward, onward. Okay, well, I kind of spoke too soon. Starting to record a video saying, oh, I haven't seen anyone. I just came down from McAfee Knob, going northbound now. I see way fewer people coming up here, but I just heard some folks playing on the rocks there. Other than that, I don't think anyone's coming here, except through hikers now. It's Friday, after all, so I guess day hikers going up to McAfee Knob and then going back down. Pretty easy hike, actually. They had switchbacks. Had a nice. It was a climb, but it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Nothing like Dragon's Tooth. Dragon's Tooth was a little bit of a surprise. Anyway, I took a picture. Kind of weird. Yeah, I took some pictures. There's a multiple viewpoints up there. I took a panorama, and then I took a picture of McAfee's Knob, and I really didn't spend a lot of time up there because it just felt like, I don't know. I have a problem with those sort of places. Feels a little like Disneyland. Feels like people are in line to get their picture with Mickey, and I'm kind of like, that's cool. Like people want to do their pose, on McAfee Knob, and then have the memory and whatnot. But like, I didn't really come for that. So I'm not gonna wait in line and tell someone to take my picture. It's just, I'm not really interested in that. But not that other people who have an interest have a problem. It's just not. But people are interested in different things, right? We're diverse, right? So that's okay. But that's a little bit of a superpower because like I can save some time. I look around, take some pictures, and I'm satisfied. I keep moving, especially today. if I want to get to that town, Daleville, it's still 15 miles away. I still don't know about that. But today I'm definitely going to make Tinker Cliffs, which is the next Triple Crown, which is the final part of the Triple Crown. So I'm excited for that. And I heard that that's a little less touristy, I guess I should say. So I'm looking forward to that, with a good view too. So, I mean, the views are good. To be honest, we had views all the way coming up here. Every other day, there's pretty good views. So not like it's entirely different there. But for the people coming up for the day, I guess that's something they don't see every other day. But anyway, yeah, so McAfee Knob is done. And now onto Tinker Cliffs. Tinker Cliffs is this is the area that a shuttle driver told me about up in the White. I think he was shuttling me from, oh, I forgot. It was like the middle of the White somewhere. A nice lodge there where I think they actually had a bunkhouse for hikers. It was an unusual one because they usually have the bunkhouse for overnight guests that pay lots of money. But this one was like a reasonable rate, and they included a shuttle back to the trail. And I think I was going to the Wildcats, I'm pretty sure. And the shuttle driver said, "Oh, you'll love the view once you get up there. You look down in the valley, and it'll look just like Tinker Cliffs. It reminded me of Tinker Cliffs." And I told him, I haven't hiked that yet. Someday I'll hike that. And someday is today. So I'll see what he means. See if I could conjure up that memory from 7 years ago, what the Wildcats look like, what that view looked like over the valley. See what he means. Anyway, feeling really good today. I mean, no reason not to. Well fed, well rested. Got new shoes, which make a whole bunch of difference. Thank you to my sister for recommending, because I think I was just suffering through it and trying to power through. But really, they don't have an unlimited life. But the tread on them was still really good. So, wow, look at this guy. Now, this is a centipede, isn't it? Not a millipede. So a centipede has like more like 100 legs, right? And that's more like 100, not like 1,000. I think that's the one I looked up, that they spray cyanide or something at their enemies. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time in front of that guy. Anyway, a little bonus bug. Pretty cool bug. But yeah, anyway, I think, yeah, feeling good, feeling rested, feeling fed. And my shoes are doing really well. So I'm not feeling every single rock now. So it's definitely a big difference. So thank you again. I got a little distracted by the bug and the other hikers, sorry. um, but yeah, the shoes feel awesome. Really comfortable. Maybe I shouldn't let them go 700 miles. I should probably replace them. Maybe 500 miles. I have to pay more attention in the future, I think. When that time comes, maybe swap them out again. Because it makes all the difference. And it's probably the cause of that tendonitis, that foot pain, which I haven't really been noticing, so it might be a sign. Anyway, and definitely I can not feel every rock that I'm stepping on. So, although the tread looked good, I guess maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was starting to fall apart and bend and warp and whatnot. Anyway, I guess there were some hikers coming down this way, but not a whole lot. I saw a lot of people for like a random Friday morning. Anyway, I'm sure it's crazy on the weekend, so I'm happy I actually timed McAfee Knob perfectly. Get there before the weekend, get out of here before the weekend, and yeah, let's go onward here. Oh, there's a little meadow here. It's nice. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling good. So I have a feeling maybe I should just book that hotel room. Just go that 15. Still before noon. Hey, squirrel. Squirrels are going crazy. Still before noon. So I don't know, 15 miles. At worst, I get in at 7 or 8 p.m. I think so. I don't. I think it's doable. I think I should just do it. So, anyway, okay. Let me shut up and let's get going here. Let's go. Oh, it feels wonderful. Oh yeah, it feels really nice today. Perfect. Perfect for hiking. A little humid. Other than that, perfect. So I'm enjoying it. Let's go onward. Well, my sister had a good idea, and she suggested that I show more of the mechanics, like the what should I say, the ergonomics of like hiking, such as how do you set up your tent, how do you get your water, how do you do this, how do you do that, just for educational purposes and for folks who might not even know. So I wanted to show what it's like going to a, a stream or a water source. So the shelter is up the hill up here somewhere, and I walk down not that far this time, and it maybe looks dodgy, but this has been set up um, by the trail maintainers, the ATC, and also the local trail clubs. Someone's installed a hose here in this case. Sometimes it's a pipe, sometimes it's just a leaf spout, but in this case it's pretty nice. So it's pretty convenient, pretty easy, and I have a couple things. I have a couple ways to collect this. So this is my water bladder. It's called a Canuck, and it's been filling up pretty fast. So there was some rain last night, so this is really good. But I want to carry at least another extra liter because I'm not super sure about the water sources today. Liter or two, so I'll wait for this to fill up. I think it's flowing at about a liter per 40 seconds or so. But yeah, this is pretty convenient when you got the pipe here and folks maintaining it. The sadder areas have a pool and ATC has installed like a scoop, so more something like this, but like a deeper pool, just sad pools and a scoop installed. Like those were the sad ones. These are good. This is a good water source here. I think that might be good enough to. I mean, the more I carry, the more it's gonna be harder to go up hills and whatnot. So I'm just gonna fill it that way, and I have both my 1 liter bottles filled, and what I usually do is I filter. So I've got, what do I have here? Here's my smart water bottle with my filter on top, and then what I do is I actually filter that out into another one, which you cannot see here. There it is. And this one looks a little cloudier because I've added electrolytes to it. And you need that for the hot days especially. But the electrolytes are needed because like when you sweat, you're sweating water and what should I say, like sodium, like salt basically. So that replenishes it. And also the really good electrolytes have vitamins and other things added for your muscles and whatnot, so it makes you feel really good, prevents you from getting headaches, but just try to drink that constantly. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty good. This would normally be a little suspicious that there's like this weird sort of pipe here, but in this case, because like what normally that would be like a road like that cars drive over, and that, but in this case I don't think that's true, although maybe for forest road or something like that. But if this was an active road where there were cars going by all the time, this would not be a good water source, because what happens is the cars drop a lot of oil and it seeps down into here, and you can definitely see it, near the water source. You'd be able to see it floating onto the top of the pools. It would look like rainbows and whatnot. Not good water. There's definitely places like that. Those are for emergencies only. But anyway, a little bit of the logistics of getting water. This one was easy, nice one, and the water is really clear and nice, so I got lucky today. But I have been noticing, yeah, I mean, I've been struggling with the water and noticing also more and more there's like the taste of some of the plants getting into the water. I don't really like that, but I think I remember that from last time, just kind of a nasty taste, but all the more reason to put electrolytes and some maybe extra sugar in it. Anyway, yeah, that's how I get my water usually. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. Oh, maybe I interrupted something here. Just came across these guys. Hey guys. I'm gonna pass by, okay?
Alright. I don't mean no harm. I'm just gonna go past you, okay?
Alright. Yeah, you guys can get back to what you're doing. Whatever you're doing. Okay, enjoy your life. Bye. I got distracted filming. I totally missed all these signs. I missed that. This sign, AT, and then these things on the ground saying, don't go here. Just look too cool to walk through there. But the AT is actually to the right here. There it is. Okay. Now we're back on track. Yeah, there's the blaze. Yeah. Okay. And this way. Oh, this is a bit of maze here. Bit of a maze. Okay. Well, it continues to be pretty crazy windy, so you probably can't hear my voice very well. But pretty nice views here. And I see exactly what that shuttle driver was talking about 7 years ago. There's a nice valley and a road running through it with some settlements on both sides and some little cleared grasses. And then the rest of it is just trees. So pretty nice. Oh my gosh. Super windy. Nice is the trail. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Alright. Wow. It's crazy. I think I gotta put the camera away. I don't want to drop the microphone that's clipped on too. Anyway. Alright, I think that's it for now. Well, let me try this again. It was way too windy up there, and I'm not sure if I was recording. But now I'm down below Tinker Cliffs, just north, trail north. But yeah, it's way tamer here, but it was quite windy. But now I know what that shuttle driver is talking about back in the White Mountains 7 years ago. He said Tinker Cliffs reminded him of parts of the Wildcats up in the Whites there. And I know what he's talking about. Now you get to, you climb up, there's a good climb. There's some rock outcroppings that give you a view. Okay, yeah, both places have that. And then the thing that's common is that you're looking out into a valley between two mountains and looking at, kind of a road going through the middle of the valley with some settlements on each side, not too populated, pretty sparse, and some cleared out grass down there where, I don't know, they have lawns or whatever. But yeah, those are all common elements of both places. So I know what he's talking about now. Anyway, that's it for now. Well, it might not really look like it, but it's right about 8 p.m. now. It's mid-June, so longest days of the year. But I guess now the days are probably getting shorter again. I think we're past the solstice, right? But yeah, this is a weird day. I think it's my fault for not planning this better. First, I made a mistake of just sleeping in and leaving too late, but I felt like I needed it. And I still, to be honest, I feel like I need like a 0 day. So I might end up doing that tomorrow. Just a day to myself and a day, mostly, resting in bed or whatnot and catching up on my YouTube videos. I'm way behind on editing and uploading. And I discovered that there were some bugs in the videos unintentional edits that made the last two weird. Anyway, I gotta fix those. I already have them exported. They just gotta get queued up to upload. But yeah, so that was mistake number one. I just left too late today. Mistake number two was probably being overambitious with the mileage. There was a perfectly fine shelter back there that I actually would have probably stopped at, but for some reason, I decided to book a hotel in the middle of the day. So this is a hotel. The Appalachian Trail runs right through this town, and I wanted to check it out. It's like a Spark hotel. It's like not as good as like Hampton Inn, not as good as Hilton, like really basic. So I wanted to try it out, and it seems like it's just like a few minutes walk away from the AT basically. So I thought that was super convenient. I was looking forward to that. But yeah, if I hadn't booked that and committed to that, I probably would have just set up tent and then maybe come into town, tomorrow and had lunch. And, I still need to go to the grocery store and whatnot. So there's all these things I got to do. So all these things are adding up to maybe a 0 day. But anyway, yeah. And the mileage I think is okay. The ascent and descent were okay. That was good planning on my part, but I should have guessed that the part of the trail is like hiking on the ridges, on the tops of the ridges, which are all rocky and nothing like rock scrambling like Dragon's Tooth, but enough where you can't just cruise. It slows you down for sure. So anyway, so it looks like I'll get to my hotel around 9 p.m. So I haven't even had dinner yet. So this is just bad planning on my part. I don't know what I did today, but I gotta not do this again. And yeah, I haven't eaten, so I'm like fatigued, and also I wasn't like properly hydrating with electrolytes. I don't know why I got confused. I saw on the packaging for the liquid IV it said do not take more than one a day, if you plan to do more than one a day, consult your physician. I don't know. Maybe I should just ignore that, but I got kind of scared, and then I'm like, oh, okay, well, I won't. And yeah, sure enough, I started getting a headache, and drinking water wasn't enough to counteract it. So I needed some electrolytes. So I opened up another electrolyte brand, the Nun, and dropped that in there and felt good pretty quick after that. So I'm really thankful for that. But that was really just killing me. I found a rock where I was laying out almost vertically and just sort of nursing a headache. I should probably have taken an Advil. Anyway, I made a bunch of mistakes today. It's a weird day. I mean, I got good mileage, but I feel like I need a zero tomorrow now too. So I don't think I'm not sure it makes sense to do what I just did, but here we are, and maybe I got a zero to catch up on stuff in general tomorrow anyway. Whatever. But yeah. I'm thankful it wasn't super hot today. It was very windy. I think I think I was sweating a lot, but the wind was drying up my sweat, so it was a bit deceptive. And I didn't realize I needed to actually drink a lot. Water sources were okay, just at the shelters. I stocked up on 2 of them, I think. Yeah, so I feel like I did a pretty good job, except for that one time not adding the electrolytes. But yeah. Anyway, whatever, just roll with it. I don't know, maybe it's a good opportunity to take some more rest here. But yeah, I'm feeling really exhausted today. I've never hiked so late. Never hiked till 8 on this trip anyway. So yeah, and I left around 10, and then I ended around 9. So it makes it about 11 hours of hiking, which is just, I don't know. That's a little too much. I don't think I could do that all the time because it feels like a death march. I know some people do like 12 hours. I don't think you can do that consistently and stay sane. But maybe they do. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. Anyway, I'm grateful. Feeling pretty good otherwise. I'm just exhausted. So, kind of thinking there is a Kroger grocery store down the road. It's like a 15-minute walk, but I'm tired of walking, so I'm gonna maybe try to get like a Uber or a Lyft to get over there before they close at 10. So I have just enough time maybe to do some shopping and get some snacks and things. That would be nice, but I can't get my hopes up because I know that might not actually happen. So, but we'll see. See what my options are. Alternatively, right across the street is a Mexican restaurant, although they do close at 10 as well. So, and I'm not sure when their kitchen closes. So, anyway, we'll see. Hopefully, like 9:30 or something. Well, anyway, but yeah, now it's getting pretty dark. Wow. But yeah, I'm grateful and looking forward to some more rest, catching up, and then getting back on the trail when I'm feeling good enough. Some fireflies here, if you can see them. Not sure if they show up. I could barely see them in the screen here. Just gonna keep walking here. They're all over here for some reason. And now I finally made it. I made it to the highway. This is 18 plus miles from the start of my day. Whew. And I saw the Mexican restaurant's open till 11. The gas station here is open till 11 too. I'm gonna get some snacks. Probably go to the restaurant. Probably drop my stuff off at the hotel first. Oh my gosh, how do you even cross here? Oh jeez. Oh great. I thought there was a crossing. Oh my gosh. the other AT marker is across the street here. Oh boy. Well, I'll find a way. Anyway, I made it. I'm happy. Oh my gosh, what a day. What a day.